Let me share with you a quick brief about my story. I was born in a very humble background, and that's a political word for saying very poor. My dad was a P2 graduate. In my clan, whenever I would see a P7 graduate, would say that person is really educated. In fact, they would say, Ogomwana Kashoma. We had one of our uncles. Ogomwana Kashoma in Chinese means that child, that guy was really educated. P7 graduate. So that's how poor our clan was. But my dad taught me a couple of lessons that up to now still are serving me. He taught me things like be honest, make friends, work hard, be excellent, greet people. You'll be amazed at how some people miss just greeting people. I know you're at the university or you finished, and some people feel just because they're at the university or they're fast or they have a degree that they don't have to greet people. Wrong mentality. The other key thing that he really emphasized, I saw him practicing over and over again, was around making friends. Let me ask you a basic question. How many of us are seated next to people that you know? You're seated next to someone that you know, either a friend or someone else. But just be honest. Remember, just be honest. If you're seated just next to someone that you know, please, if you're seated to someone next that you know, switch seats right now. Switch seats right now. Go there, find someone, or switch some person there. And I really mean that, because if you stay with people you know, you stay in the same mentality. Up, 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 up. One of you should agree who should go. And I'm not talking about just changing seats like that. You switch, you go the other side, or go at the back or in front, not just like that. And then I'll tell you why we're doing that. Please switch, be honest. I saw some people who know each other there somewhere. Who is that? Okay, good. Seen someone, so a guy has come, sat next to a beautiful lady. See, that's what life does. You shift, but you are seated to a guy with beards like you. No, you see, you're seated next to a beautiful lady. Your future is very bright. So the lesson there is, you see, if you hang out with only people you know, then you stay like the people that you actually know. Recently I did an exercise for someone at actually one of the organizations that I'm mentoring and training, and I asked him, how much do you earn? He said something along the lines of 600,000. I said, tell me your 5 closest friends that you spend the most time with. He told me of someone who earns about 600, another one I think 800, and someone else at 1.5. And you know, the range was between 600 and 1.5 max. I said, look, you need to shift, otherwise you will stay in hundreds of thousands, because that's life. So start shifting. So anyhow, I lost my mom when I was 9 years old, and that was really tough. And I started, staying where I had 2 stepmothers. One of them was okay with me, the other one was not a big fan of me. So I'll leave it at that. That should give you an idea of how I was treated. But I also had very low confidence and self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. At one time, one of our relatives said, those of you who don't understand that language, means that my head is like that of a grinding stone, the shape. Now you may be laughing now, but it was not a laughing matter then. So I started, because if you know what a rubengo is, or a grinding stone, it is shapeless and formless. And here I'm told I'm carrying a grinding stone on my head non-stop. So that really crushed my confidence and self-esteem. But not only that, just growing up and having 1 meal a day, and 1 meal a day meant about 4 p.m. because it's between lunch and supper, and then you're seeing your neighbors are having tea and bread, and then you're feeling bad like a second-class citizen. We used to put on shorts, and the shorts had holes at the back, so you walk, and then once you bypass a certain group of people, you know what those bam-bams are doing to people. You're like, they are waving at people right now, and they are looking at me. So you're walking, but you're not walking properly. You are like, What? I don't want it to shake so much. Because you don't know how the hole is going to pop up. When I was in senior 5, I discovered I had a gift in speaking. And that gift, where I participated in a competition accidentally, really opened my eyes. Now my confidence and self-esteem got uplifted. So one of the keys to raising your self-esteem is find out your gifts and talents and practice them. That where your heart is, there your treasure will be also. Find your talent, find your gift. What are you great at? What are you good at? So for him, that was my first boost. It boosted my confidence by at least 10 times. When I discovered I could stand in front of people and speak, that changed my self-concept. So my dad, when he passed on, it's friends who contributed money for me to finish A-levels. Luckily, I was good in class. So people felt pity on me, but then these friends my dad had linked up with, then finished A-levels and I qualified for government sponsorship. I thank God for that. Because had it not been government sponsorship, I can guarantee you there is no way I would have made it to Makerere. So I did social sciences. And when I did that, when I came here, again here is another clue. There is something else my dad taught me. He said, wherever you go, speak up. That's another tip I give you. I'll leave with you. Speak up. That's a tip my dad gave me. So when I came to Makerere here, I was active in debates, in philosophy clubs, and what. I made myself very visible. I was very active in anything youth leadership related. So someone saw talent in me, and that's how I ended up being recommended to represent Uganda at the Commonwealth Youth Forum. 2 of us, me and Gloria, got onto the plane, British Airways first class, 1997, went to Scotland. Thank you for clapping, because the biggest asset we had at home was a bicycle. And now here I was on a plane. And I met Prince Charles on table number 17. I'll never forget the table number. Thank you. So from then I was like, you remember? Where your heart is, there your treasure will be also. What's your talent? What's your gift? Are you visible? So I was visible, then I went. And then in 1998, I was seated in church. This guy, the late Dr. Gerard Serwaji, was preaching about never giving up. He was a pastor and a businessman. And in my spirit, I felt like God telling me that, you know what, that's what we need in Africa. Someone who can give people hope. And I said, I have a gift in speaking, I have a gift in encouraging people. That should make a motivational speaker. So I went to him first. I said, can you become my mentor? He said, yes. So he started mentoring, he started teaching me goal setting, believing in yourself, and all these sorts of things. And I started declaring myself a motivational speaker. There used to be a program called Prime Time, which I think is still there. It still runs. Prime Time. I would go there with Fred Chosimile for 5 minutes. We are calling ourselves Dream Power Masters. So I'd go there every Saturday, speak and motivate people for 5 minutes. What's the lesson there? Never seek for permission to perform. Find a space and claim it. Don't wait. It takes confidence. You have to believe in yourself. Once God gives you an idea, jump on it, run with it. That was 1998. The dream I had was to go around the world inspiring and motivating people.